follow-up question. It's about your defense announcement today. The reason we ask for specifics is so we can track later whether you're living up to your pledges. You've talked about submarines. How many submarines? Is it the 12 the Navy wants? Is it less than that? How many extra heavy icebreakers? Are they able to break year-round ice, or are they slush breakers? What do you have in mind? You talk about pay raise for the forces. You talk about a underwater drone fleet. Can we get any detail at all on any of this?
What we're going to do, Steve, is, and it's the right question or follow-up, is we will be laying out in the platform the specifics of all the specifics we can at this stage, respecting commercial confidentiality, not confidentiality, commercial considerations, because particularly with respect to the submarines, these are contracts to be negotiated. They are measured in the tens and tens of billions of dollars in terms of ultimate cost for the submarines, and we don't want to put the Canadian taxpayer at a disadvantage by being overly specific or prescriptive on the precise aspects of that. With respect to the other ships, though, we will be specific. With respect to the salary increase, we will be specific. With respect to the overall defense spend, and the differentiation between operating and capital spend, but how the overall defense spend as a percentage of GDP, which is a relevant number for some, how that changes with these measures and more. We will have more defense announcements with the platform and before the platform comes out. So we will lay all that out. As well, we will cost our broader electoral platform, so you can see the balance of fiscal and how we're balancing the budget. So.
Good morning, Ashley Burke, CBC News. Can you give us an update on your review of the purchase of the F-35 fighter jets with the U.S.? And you're here at Irving. They'll be building Canada's new destroyers. Will you commit to a review of the U.S.-made combat system on those warships?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ashley. So in terms of the F-35, as you know, I asked the Minister of Defense a little more than a week ago to review that contract, to be absolutely clear whether it's the F-35 or an alternative aircraft that is doing the best job to defend our country, getting the best value for money, and part of that value for money includes the maximum economic impact here in Canada. We're here at the Irving shipyard. You can see the economic impact of this contract. You can feel it literally in the room with the individuals, with the supply chains, and the effects beyond. So on the F-35, it's a question, first and foremost, as it is for all of these investments, is it making Canada more secure, and is it doing so in the most effective way? We have alternatives to the F-35, so we will explore those, as the Minister of Defense and the procurement will explore how the F-35 program could be adjusted, including greater investment here in Canada, greater production here in Canada, in ways that have that maximum economic impact, as well as securing us. In terms of the combat systems, look, there is a high degree of interoperability, as you know, between Canada and the U.S. Our forces. It's been built up over decades, and that extends to the material and our weapons systems. We are increasingly deliberate about the costs and benefits, or the risks and benefits of that interoperability. The United States is still a strong ally. It is still a member of NATO, and we see advantages. But actually, in all aspects of our procurement, we will be thinking about how to secure Canadians and how to have the maximum benefit for Canadians, because that is what will make Canada strong.
Okay, so no review on the combat systems.